Jamieson. I'm the Managing Director of two businesses. Jaluch, which has been going for nearly 15 years, which is an HR and training consultancy, supporting about 300 odd companies around the UK. And Jaluch International, which is also an HR and training business, but only specialises in HR and training products, not services. All through my university career and my early career, I had dreams of one day owning my own business, although I didn't actually know what business that might be. But then, only about 4 or 5 years into my career, I had a daughter. And as a result of having her, I lost my job. As my boss said, or the head of department said when I went back to work, my wife stays at home, why don't you? So I took that as a cue to leave. I took them to Employment Tribunal, got enough money to set up in business, and really have never looked back. Across 20 odd years, I've had so many good experiences in business. But a moment that stands out in my mind is that in 2010, I employed a business coach to come and help me grow and take the business to the next level. And in our very first meeting, he sat opposite me and he said, "So tell me about this business that's your baby." And I looked at him in horror and I said, "This is not my baby. I have 3 babies at home. I don't need another one that needs its nappy changing, that needs new trainers, or that needs someone to help with its homework. I do that at home. That's the hard job." I said, "My business isn't my hard job. So it's not a baby." And he looked at me and he said, "But all business owners say their business is their baby." And I said, "Well, I don't." He said, "So what is it?" So I sat there and I looked at him for a few minutes and then I said, "Actually, it's my lover." And he went bright red, didn't know what to do with himself. And then I said, "It's my lover because I have adventures with it that I would otherwise never have had if I was at home looking after children. I've met people otherwise I would never have met. I've travelled to places in the world otherwise I would never have travelled. I've experienced things, I've grown, I've enjoyed it, I've laughed. This is what I do, this is my lover." So that was probably the most enlightening time in business for me. The first time I'd been forced to really think through what it actually meant to me. Perhaps quite surprisingly for someone who has run a human resources business for so many decades, I think my worst experiences are around employing people, my own people. And for me, I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about what the business does, what it stands for, who we deliver service to and how we do that. And quite often I find that I'm in a position of interviewing people and they apply to us because they say that they love what we do and who we are. And I buy into them and I buy into that belief, but when they join us, then I find that what they're doing is taking from our culture and not giving to it. And that actually breaks my heart. So it's the breaking my heart, the impact on my passion and my energy is perhaps some of the worst things across the years in this business. Well, I actively encourage anyone to set up in business if they have even a niggle of enthusiasm for that sort of idea. In fact, as a business, we run a social enterprise that helps people set up in business. But really, in essence, I think if you want a roller coaster and you like roller coasters in life, they fill you with excitement and fun rather than fear and dread, then step onto your own roller coaster. It will give you highs, it will give you lows, it will have twists and turns that otherwise you couldn't have imagined. Go with it, be flexible, love it. Don't worry about where it's going, just enjoy the ride.